For more on another exciting night in the Bigs, let's welcome in CBS Sports MLB insider Jim Bowden. JB, always a pleasure. Only one place to start here on Tuesday night. The pinstripes are humming. Yankees take 2 off the rival Red Sox in a day-night doubleheader, leapfrogging to the top spot in that AL wildcard race. Still a lot of baseball to play, but can get excited here if you're a Yankees fan. And for the first time in a long time, this team seems to have a sense of the moment. Jim, where have you seen the biggest change with this Yankees team over the last month or so?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt. We know on July the 6th, they were 10.5 games behind the Red Sox, and they passed them tonight by sweeping them in the doubleheader. A lot of that had to do with the trade deadline. Brian Cashman, the GM, goes out, gets Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo. Those moves were so significant because the Yankees were so right-handed that opposing managers just had to bring in their best righty relievers in the middle of games, let them throw the breaking balls, and were able to beat the Yankees. They always had the favorable matchups. Once they got Gallo and Rizzo, the lineup got more balanced. They got power from the left side. And as you saw in game 1 of the doubleheader today in the win against the Red Sox, Alex Cora was outmaneuvered by Aaron Boone because Boone had better matchups against his bullpen because he had the left-handed bat of Joey Gallo sitting there in the lineup. So the better balance certainly has made a difference. The other thing is, remember this, the Yankees have had a plethora of injuries. I mean, only a week ago, they had 20 players on the injured list, and they've been battling anyway. But now they've got the depth. They got a big boost from some of their pitching. Lewis Heel, the rookie, is yet to give up an earned run at this point. He has been really good. Jordan Montgomery's secondary stuff continues to get better. They finally get Garrett Cole off the IL. And I think that break for him during COVID, I think it's going to help him because I think it's going to make his arm even stronger. So Gary Sanchez comes off the IL today. Tomorrow they're expecting Anthony Rizzo and Aroldis Chapman off the IL. So the Yankees are finally getting healthy. And they've got some athleticism. You saw Jonathan Davis with a great range play yesterday in center field. So they've got athleticism here. So this is the best version of the Yankees we've seen all year. And remember this, manager Aaron Boone, even though Yankee fans wanted him fired all year long, he kept saying, everything will be all right. Just give us time. He never wavered. And now the Yankees finally are peaking, and they're going to give the Rays a run for their money for first place as well.
Yeah, when he preaching patience, and that has proved positive. This was their first doubleheader sweep since September of last season, and you mentioned it all comes at a time when they could be licking their wounds, but they've weathered that storm. As you mentioned, Cole, Montgomery, Sanchez are back. Rizzo, Chapman around the corner. JB, where do you situate this Yankees team right now amongst the AL's best? And to go a bit further down the roster road, what do you do now moving forward at first base with Voit swinging a hot bat and Rizzo on the way back?
Yeah, great question. So what I'm being told is that Rizzo is mainly going to be the first baseman with Stanton at DH and Judge in right and Gallo in left, with Gardner in center and Davis playing defense late in games. Now, what I'm also being told is they're going to work Voit in, and he's going to get playing time. He's going to play some first base. He's going to DH some. Stanton, as you saw today, played some right field. They're going to put him on a corner as well from time to time. But Voit becomes the extra guy here. They're going to go with Rizzo. They traded for him, and he's the guy that's going to play first base. So that's basically the plan for the Yankees. Where do they fall? Look, I still think Tampa's the team to beat in the East, but as we predicted over a month ago, Yankees are going to get that first wild card. That's how I kind of view it. And then I see the Red Sox and the Oakland Athletics and Toronto Blue Jays are the 3 they're going to fight for the second wild card. But I think Tampa Bay and the Yankees are going to be able to create some distance between them and the Red Sox and Blue Jays over the next month or so.
Voit did say post-game, quote, "I'm not going down. I want to play. I deserve to play just as much as he does," end quote. A bit adversarial, but at least, you know, the kid wants to be out there on the field. Elsewhere, we got to talk about that wild card race and some of the big movement here on Tuesday. Still in that conversation, a scary scene on the south side of Chicago Tuesday night when Chris Bassetts took a line drive off the right side of his face. You're going to see the video here, and it is tough video to watch, Jim. We obviously are hoping for nothing but the best and a speedy recovery, but at first glance, it looks like the A's are going to be without their ace for some time. How big of a loss is this for Oakland in the grand scheme of things?
It's a huge loss, and he's conscious, we're being told. He's at the hospital right now, and certainly all of our prayers with Chris Bassetts. He's one of the game's great players. I spent some time with him during the All-Star game at Coors Field in Denver. This is a player that is one of the most popular players in the A's clubhouse, and so when he goes down like that, the whole clubhouse hurts, the entire team hurts, and he is the ace of the staff. He's their game one starter if they make it to the playoffs. He is the guy they go to. So he's going to miss probably 1-2 starts. Hopefully that's it. But this is going to be a setback for them. Remember, Oakland's already lost Ramon Laureano to the positive PED test. He's out for the year. So this is going to be a blow. Can they overcome it? They can. They have enough depth. I think it's going to make it a little bit tougher for them with the Red Sox and Blue Jays, as good as they are. But I think it's going to be a neck-and-neck race. I mean, remember, Starling Marte, since he's come over, has been the most productive offensive player that was acquired by any team at the deadline. This guy has gotten on base 40% of the time. He's stealing bases at will. He's been huge. Matt Olson already has 30 homers. Matt Chapman's the best defensive third baseman on planet Earth. So this team is still good enough and strong enough, but the loss of Bassett coupled with Laureano is certainly a huge setback for Oakland.
Yeah, sending our well wishes to Bassett. It's going to be a fun couple months here coming down the stretch. All of the different teams in the mix. We're going to be breaking it down with our guy Jim Bowden through it all. Thank you, JB.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.